my little abbreviation or my way of remembering what my ratios are? SOAP and SOAP. All right, so SOAP, SOAP. And what's it mean? It means that sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite over adjacent. Okay. So if we remember that. Okay, and I just want to quick go through number one so we remember. If I'm looking for number one, sine of A, so I'm looking from A, opposite is 5 over hypotenuse, 13, cosine is adjacent, 12 over hypotenuse, 13, and tangent is opposite over adjacent is 12. Okay, nice little refresher course, right? Alright, so now we are going to use proportions to find sides. So flip your page to page 18. Alright, so we're going to go from the angle that's given to us. So in this case, 28 degrees is our angle that's given to us, right? Yep. Okay, so from 28 degrees, we're looking for what side? Opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Looking for opposite. They're giving us hypotenuse. So given that, which one of those uses opposite and hypotenuse? The sine, right? So we know that we have to use sine, because that's what opposite and hypotenuse is all about, right? So we're going to write it like this. Sine of, what do I have for my angle? 28. So I'm going to sine of 28 equals, what's opposite? X over, what's hypotenuse? 19. Now we can solve this. On the side of x, they're dividing by 19. We have to multiply. So we've got to take 19 times the sine of 28. So in your calculator, everybody grab a calculator. You have to have a calculator today. If you don't have a calculator today, there's no possible way that you can do this. If you need a calculator, cell phone's on my desk. Grab one underneath there. Okay. Do a quick check, hit mode. Make sure you're in degree mode. I think everybody that was in class yesterday was in, or it should now be in degree mode. Okay. Anybody else need to check their calculator if you were gone? All right. So we are going to enter this as what? What am I multiplying? So we're going to go 19 times sine. Remember it's sine. We're not sitting. No sitting. Sine of 28. Hit enter. And we get, we're going to round everything to the nearest tenth today. X equals 8.9. Okay, and then take a quick peek. Does that make sense? If my hypotenuse is 19, would it make sense one of my sides might be 8.9? Yeah, if you get something like 427, you know you did something wrong. If you get like 0.33 repeating, probably not a side length, right? Okay, so make sure your answers make sense. All right, so next one, from my 41 degree angle, x is opposite, 32 is adjacent. So which one of those, sine, cosine, or tangent, is using opposite and adjacent? Huh? Tangent, yeah. So that means, so opposite and adjacent, we've got tangent. So tangent of 41 equals opposite x over adjacent 32. Okay, so how do I go about solving this? Yep. 32 times tangent of 41. 32 times tangent of 41. Enter. We get 27.8. Does that make sense if one of my other sides is 32? Okay. Formal? No, not at all. Okay, so next one. Okay, 26 is the hypotenuse. X is adjacent. So which ratio uses adjacent and hypotenuse? Cosine. So cosine of 21 equals adjacent over hypotenuse 26. Multiply both sides, so 26 times cosine of 21. X is 24.3. That makes sense? If my hypotenuse is 26, can it be greater than my hypotenuse? No. All right, so next one. From my 55-degree angle, x is opposite, 8 is adjacent. So opposite and adjacent, I'm using tangent of 55 equals opposite over adjacent. 8. Okay, so 8 times the tangent of 55. What is it? 11.1? 4. Sorry. Okay, does it make sense? Yep, so we're good. Alright, so from 33 and 15 is opposite x's hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse is, what is it called? Sine of, because that's not what it is. Remember, we talked about last week that is an abbreviation of sine, cosine, and tangent. Okay, there's no such thing as sin in geometry. Okay, it's sine. It's sine, cosine, and tangent. Okay, so sine of what? 33 equals opposite. 15 is opposite over x. Alright, so we gotta talk about how we solve this. Okay, what do I have to do with x to solve this equation? I gotta multiply both sides by x. So I have x times the sine of 33 equals 15. Now what do I do to get x by itself? Yep, they're multiplying by the sine of 33, right? So we have to divide by the sine of 33. So x is going to equal 15 divided by, this time, the sine of 33. X equals we're good? Alright, so I want you guys to do 6, 7, and 8 before we do any moving on. You're not going to do it. Is that how you guys set up number 6? 36 divided by the cosine of 43. Wait, what did we get? 49 point what? Okay, and now, okay, so my hypotenuse has to be bigger than my leg, right? So if we got something littler than my leg, we know we did something wrong, right? Okay, so in 7, what ratio are you guys using? Sine, cosine, or tangent? Okay, because I have opposite, right? And adjacent, so I would agree with that. So tangent of 72 equals 25 over x. Okay, and when x is on the bottom, we have to, well, right, but can I take a shortcut? Yeah, we can just take 25 divided by the tangent of 72, but you're totally right. You multiply both sides on x and then divide it. What do I get for my little a? Huh? 8.1? Is that what you guys got? Okay, so you need a little time to finish 8. Okay, let's finish 8 then. You guys get cosine of 64 equals x over 11? Okay, so now that x is on top, what do I have to do? Yeah, now we're multiplying. So 11 times cosine of 64 gives me 4.8. Okay, not bad, right? Alright, word problems. Always draw pictures. Okay? We've got a 12-foot ladder leaning against the house. I've got my ladder. And I don't want to go very steep because that scares me. But so my ladder is 12 feet, so I know that's going to be 12 feet. If the angle formed by the ladder and the ground, so ladder and the ground is where? Down here, right? This is my grass. So this is a 68-degree angle down here. How far from the base of the house did he place ladder? So am I looking for how high up the house or down on the ground? Down on the ground. So this guy is who? Adjacent. And the ladder is hypotenuse, so I'm using cosine of 68 equals x over 12, good. So am I multiplying or dividing? Multiplying 12 times the cosine of 68. And how far along the ground is my ladder? 4.5 what? Okay. Always label your answers when you've got word problems. Okay? Make sense? Draw pictures. Very helpful to draw pictures for this stuff. So your assignment